Hello, guys. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to BYOG Top 10 announcement stream. So, almost all of you know about BYOG, but for the ones who are new here, I'd like to tell that BYOG, as the name suggests, Build Your Own Game, is a game jam which started in 2010, and it's India's oldest and longest running game jam run by GameDev.in and IGDC. So, about GameDev.in, it's India's volunteer run community for game devs with more than 8,000 members on Discord server. So, this year, BYOG broke all the records with the this year BYOG broke all the records with the 1,000 plus jammers making 200 plus games in 72 hours. So in BYOG, you have to build your own game and in 72 hours and submit it for evaluation. So every year there's a theme. This year's theme was rethink, remix, and remake. And also this year there's a prize pool of 3 lakh rupees. And this year the BYOG team had only 15 days to evaluate these games, and so there's a it's a humongous task that they have accomplished in 15 days, which is a very less time for evaluating such a large number of games. So I think shout out to them, shout out to the whole BYOG game, and especially to the jury. Uh, so this year we also had a streamer outreach program. Uh, so we have two of those streamers here with us. We have Videep from Tech by Videep and XOD Street Side, uh, aka Amber. Welcome,
Hello.
Videep.
Hi,
Hello,
Sush.
Street
Hi,
Side.
everyone.
Hello, Tech with Deep. How are you guys?
Hey, XOD.
I'm good,
Street
guys.
side.
How are you guys? So
Super
I'm seeing the
excited.
chat. I'm seeing the chat. The chat is really excited right now. I'm looking at the chat right now. People are going crazy. They
Please
want to
wait.
know. Yes, yes. Please
Please
wait.
wait, guys.
Let's have a discussion. Let's have a
Yes.
discussion. Yes. All right. So tell us about yourself, guys, and how did you end up with BYOG? Like, how did you end up streaming BYOG games? Like, let's start with Videep.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for this. So I have been I have been knowing BYG since a long time. And I have also participated in the game jam in 2020, 2021, 22. This
Oh.
time I so wanted to participate and make a game, but I wasn't sure if my work would permit or I would get that much amount of time to create a game. I tried it, but could not submit. Um about me, so I'm a variety streamer, a recent one, and I love playing games. I have been playing games on console as well as PC, and I have also been watching quite a lot of streams online. With that said, I would also like to say that on professional front, I'm into product, but at the same time, I this time because I was not able to participate and submit my game, I thought, why not play all the games that all our lovely game developers and artists and the whole community has made and published.
Hmm.
All right. And Amber, how did you end up
Hello.
here? And tell us about yourself first.
I'm Amber Kapoor. I'm a variety streamer. I stream on YouTube like games and many things. I also play indie games like Hotline Miami, Fury, and many games. Some day my friend Mr. Malik, also known as Amir Bhai, wo aaye the. Like he came on my stream and said there's a program going on like BYOG and like GameDev.India. He told me about everything and I was like, okay, I will participate in this. And then I signed up for streamer outreach program and that's how I'm here. I like
All
playing
right.
indie games. And I was actually flabbergasted when I got to know that these games were made in 72 hours or
Yeah, it's
3 days.
amazing how they can make such great games in
Yes.
72 hours. Yes, that's great actually. So guys, how was your experience playing those games? Like what were like most fun moments or
Hmm.
like were there any rage quitting moments because uh even I've played some of those uh, indie games made in like 72 hours, and some of those games actually made you question your skill make you question your skills. So that has happened with me. So would you guys like to share your experience? Go ahead.
Actually, like
Yeah, go ahead, Street Side. You go ahead.
the thing is with these indie games, like only in 72 hours, making these games in only 72 hours, that's a very big task. You
Yes,
have
exactly.
to balance it and like सबसे पूरा, you have
Yeah.
to
Make.
balance the game and test the game every time before playing it. But
Yeah.
they only made a game in 72 hours, and
Yeah,
they were
sometimes
actually
it's
great. But
unbelievable actually how
yes,
they can make it in 72 hours.
hmm.
Even
But
I
those
felt
games
that.
are actually some games are very hard, or their mechanics were not that polished. But okay, it's
Yeah,
great.
that happens, with the paucity of time that happens. Yeah.
One
I'm
game
sure.
was the Happy Portal.
Oh my god, that was really crazy. I mean, the flappy
That game.
mechanics were so cool, but with that portal and the kind of what do you say, the blockers and the what's it called?
Hmm.
Oh my god, the walls and all, that was crazy. Getting to the diamond was really a task. I was bashing my
I
keyboard. Tuck, tuck,
I
tuck.
rage quitted that game.
So
It
Third
was
level,
not
were
for
that's
there
me.
it.
were there were there any games like that which made you laugh or something, like any funny moments or
They
There
were very
there was a
cute
game called
games.
Remaster Chef or something. I don't know. That had
Exactly.
many jokes, many
okay.
like vodka triceps type thing, and Amitabh Bachchan was
Saat
ordering a pizza.
crore.
7 crore.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
guys,
god.
how many games so you guys have been streaming these games from past few days. So how many games have you played, and are there any personal favorites? Would you like to say?
Wow, that's
Videep, we can
a
go with you.
great question. I completed about 106 7 games till now.
That's
Uh,
great, man.
and you know what the best part is, developers and the teams, they join the stream and we are having a conversation, like, so
Yes.
Flappy, it's like Flappy Portal was one of the rage quit games. There was one more that I played yesterday. I'll reveal the name in a while, but that I played for half an hour, and damn,
Okay.
I was about to just quit. um, it
Ha-
was real crazy.
So any favorites?
Any
Any game
favorites?
you're expecting to be in top 10, maybe.
See, I like games which
One or two, you can
personally,
say like two, three
yeah,
names.
I'll just say two, three, which
Mm.
are so Lashit is something that I liked. That had some cool mechanics. Sketch Story, there was, and some puzzle games. So there was Retroubled also. I come a couple of them. I have about 15, 20 games right here, but I'll just take three, four right now.
Okay. And
Okay.
Street Side, what were your favorites? And how
Can
many
you
games have you
please?
played so far?
Okay, okay. So I've played about 35 to 40 games, but because I got to know about this program very late, and Videep was actually streaming from before program, streamer
Okay.
outreach program before that.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
my top games, well, I have top 5 games, which are Deck Runners, RE Genesis, Battleboard, and Keepsake. These games are the best, I guess.
Battleboard. Oh my god, what an
Battleboard,
artwork!
man.
Crazy.
Hmm.
Love
All
Flappy
it.
Portal
right.
Dev, Costa Prasad.
So basically, you guys are enjoying this whole thing a lot.
Yes.
That's nice.
The
All right.
reason being, the reason we are enjoying this is the games are
Hmm.
so diverse. They
L-
have been 2D pixel games and then 3D games, platformers,
Yeah, so you
such
get
diverse
used to
games.
one type of skill set and then you have to switch to the other game. Like in a single stream, you have to play different sorts of games in a single stream. Then you get used to one sort of controls, and then again you have
Aw.
to restructure your brain. Yeah.
we have to play a game like in 20 minutes. Next game, 20 minutes. Next
So we
game,
have
20
a
minutes. Next game.
so we have a comment from the developer of Flappy Portal, and he's saying sorry for the rage bait sincerely.
No,
So
no, we loved it.
that's
We loved it.
that's funny. Actually, yeah. All right, guys. So we also have two of our jury members joining us. We have Sagar, who is head of incubation and initiatives at Chimera VC. He has been in the media and gaming industry for about 15 years and is now building a gaming incubation at Chimera. And we
Okay.
also have Shubhang, who is chief product officer at Second Quest, and he's
Hello.
been in the industry for
Hi
more than
guys.
20 years and helped us with
Hi.
BYOG multiple times. So, welcome, Sagar and Shubhang.
Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys?
We are good.
All
I'm
good.
fine.
So, guys, so this question is for the jury. So, did you enjoy the evaluation process? You must have played almost all of those, not almost all of those games since past few days.
Hmm.
So, how did you enjoy the process? Let's go with the Shubhang first.
Wow.
Uh, I think one of you just commented, that how there were so many different type of games, different genres, like speed running between different games every 20 minutes is just mind-blowingly crazy.
Yeah.
And doing that on top of, your existing work and everything else, it was just unbelievably this thing. But having said that, it was also like some of the games really, really surprised me. I think some of the output was excellent. There were some which were like really, really deep in terms of the themes that they convey. So there are few games which I played again and again and again because
They were so good.
really, really interesting to mechanically
Yes.
and other ways. Some games utilize the theme in ways that I didn't even imagine myself. I mean, overall, it was really rewarding. It was crazy what people can actually come up with in 3 days.
And Sagar, what was your experience?
Super fun, super fun. Shubham pointed it out correctly. It was kind of tedious because we have tons to do during the day. I was
Yeah, understandable.
traveling, I was at Gamescom, I was in India for a bit, and then it's crazy. But I made sure I played every game. And I mean, it was fun, right? Some of the games challenge you at a skill level, but I also love the
Yeah.
fact that some were such hard thinkers, right? Just to figure
Hmm.
out what to do next was kind of testing. And there were some rage inducing ones out there as well. I've written my remarks. If we get to details, I can just control F and find you the rage inducing ones. But all said and done, super surprised. Again, likewise, Shubhank. Some of the output was super phenomenal, keeping in mind the time frame that these guys put all of this together in. And I also love that the narratives of some of these games were so promising. When you start thinking about it, it's sad that they could build only so much of the game, right, to put it across at
Mm.
such a short notice. Some of those narratives did kind of leave me hungry for more. I genuinely wanted
Hmm.
to know what happens
So
next.
I'm sure they are going to work on them later also. They can work on their games, polish them more, and then publish them maybe later.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I
I
hope
really
some
hope,
of them
I really
definitely
hope.
do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I passed on some of the games to my friends as well. I make sure everyone kind of enjoys the good ones because I mean, I won't name any, but yeah, there was a
Yeah.
good social experience around it as well, where I could show off in front of my friends in terms of what I do for a living, right? When they were asking me,
Yeah.
why you
And
busy, and I'm
also,
like, I
like,
need to go through 30, 40 odd games, guys, 50 odd games, and then we can figure out what I do.
also, you guys must have also realized that the future of India's game dev industry is really bright after seeing the record numbers this year. The sheer number of submissions this year has been really great. So yeah. Also, I have one more question that you might have encountered some issues also while playing these games. So what was the most common issue the jury noticed you guys had while playing these games? And what are the okay? I won't ask you your favorites right now. We'll take that after the announcement, I would say, because then that might be anticlimactic in a way that
Yeah,
it
we're
might
waiting to
reveal.
find out if our
Yeah,
favorites are
even
there
you
or
guys don't know. You have only given
not.
scores, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
What if our favorite is not even in the list?
Oh, I'll be
Yeah, that
genuinely
might
sad.
also happen. So you don't get to change your favorites after the announcement. Okay, you have to
Okay.
be honest. Yeah.
No, no,
Hmm.
Okay.
absolutely.
So this year's theme was also very interesting. So did you like the way the themes were interpreted, and were you expecting, or some things like did some of those things go beyond your expectations, like the way the theme was interpreted? Any examples would you like to mention?
I mean,
Somebody want to take this one?
yeah, I'll go first. There were some surprises. Again, I like the fact that some were right out there, right? The mechanics were pretty clear. The gameplay was pretty clear for us to realize, okay, it's a card enabled runner game, or it's a card enabled action game, or a shooter game. So that those were pretty out there, but some of them actually went down deeper and kind of remixed the moves, or probably I played a couple of action games where it was a quick split second decision in terms of what do you need to acquire as a move, right? So those elements where it would either enhance the experience of gaming, or it'll just make you repent that you made the wrong choice. So that kind of keeps you on your toes. And again, you register that in your head. Okay, this is not something I'm going to do the next time, and in the repeat gameplays, you kind of
Hmm.
fix that.
Yeah, and Shubhank, your take on the theme and the interpretation?
So the theme was great, actually. I think when we announced it, I did comment that it's probably one of the most interesting one in the last few years. Interpretation with some games was really amazing. Like I had to. It was not just remixing stuff or anything. They had like there were a few people who had even interpreted it in the sense ki, the narrative of the game was also inspired by something like that. So it was really cool.
Okay.
Yes.
I wish like more developers had sort of mentioned on the itch page on how they have actually interpreted. Like a bunch of these games were sort
Yeah.
of
Yes.
we had to interpret ourselves. What could be the relevance of
Narrative.
the
Yeah.
because there could be like so many things that you can come up with n number of interpretations when it's like this open. So I wish some developers had done that. I think the most difficult part, at least for me, sometimes was to when the game was not really balanced. Um there are games which are meant to rage bait or induce that
Yeah.
kind of, and
Yeah, these
that
guys
should
are
not
also
be
talking
taken
about those games.
because there are also times when you're trying to put in like five different mechanics and you should probably put only two.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
and then
Okay.
balancing all of these, like some of the concepts were amazing. I really loved those, but it took me like a good 30 minutes just to sort of navigate through some of the levels and things like that. So I think that
Yeah.
was a little this thing. So I mean, one advice would be like while you are continuing to play on the game, please take it to folks who haven't played the game yet,
Yeah.
different skill
Yeah.
level, different age groups, and ask them to play it so that the first time experience is improved a lot.
Yeah, and if possible, do it in focus groups, maybe small
Yeah.
ones, but do it in person, guys, because the kind of emotions that come through when you see the person trying out a particular game, a game that you've built right
Yeah.
in front of your
That
eyes,
helps a lot.
is poles apart from you doing it remotely and just sending out links and getting feedback in
Yeah.
words, right? So try and do it in
Yeah.
person, it always helps.
Guys, what's the
Uh,
most polished game? Like the game do you think that was the best made in 3 days? What was that? Like
Oh man.
if any
Should
game.
we
I think jury should
say
not
this now
say.
or
You
should we
guys
wait
can.
Yeah,
for the
I
game?
think,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
think
think
we
you
should.
guys can say. Both the streamers can talk about that, but let's not ask the jury.
I think
Not now.
for
Yeah.
me it was but it's Pac-Man and that
Battle
Remnant
boards.
reboot.
Battle boards.
Battleboard, yeah. That game was like Expedition but Ludo. Different level.
Oh, now
Ha.
that's something
Very
interesting to
interesting.
hear.
Yes. Sushbilazi, you
All
should
right.
definitely play that game.
So I have
What
one
was
Okay.
that?
question
Okay.
for the
So,
jury. Uh,
hmm,
all right.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
So and I've thought a bit about it, so I'm just going to read it out. So looking ahead, like based on what you saw for this year's submissions, right? What trends or directions in indie games or indie game development excite you?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Sure. So, based on the submissions that we have had right now for this year, right? What
Yeah.
trends do you indie game development that you have seen they excite you? Like, what do you see the trends going on, and what are you happy about?
I can probably take that first.
Yeah.
So based on purely the experience that I've had with BYOG, right? Stronger narratives is something I'm definitely looking forward to. Because if there's a compelling story that draws you into a game, the mechanics, the gameplay then start mattering lesser, right? Your experience is what the narrative kind of navigates you through
Yeah.
as a player. So I think stronger narratives would be a great way to kind of hedge a game out there without putting in too much efforts on the mechanic side of it or the gameplay side of it. And the second thing is, I would love to see more experimentation with these mechanics, right? It was honestly super fun to just experience two games. I mean, it was like playing two mini games in one game, right? So you kind of
Yes.
have a left brain and a right brain. Your mouse is working separately while your hand on the keyboard has its own brain and it knows what to do. So repeat gameplays are definitely a given when you smartly execute such games. So even if they're smaller, even if the content's smaller, if a fun mechanic can definitely increase your repeat value, and then in
Yeah.
long term perspective, the retention that you get with the kind of community that you build.
It's quite
All
an
Yeah.
right.
interesting perspective.
Hmm.
The first one, I was going to say the same thing. I think, uh, at least in game jams, mechanically, a lot of games are a lot of similar tried and tested. You've already played something like this and stuff.
Yes.
But I really liked how narrative focused some of these were. And I mean, don't get me wrong, they were not just, telling like a good story and then there's nothing to do in it. But they were very, very heavily focused on how narrative and mechanic can actually blend together in interesting ways to create. Like I have like two, three games in my mind. I don't want to name them right now. But
Yeah, we
the way
can
they
discuss
did
that. I think
Yeah,
we can discuss
we'll
that after
get
the
to that.
reveal, and chat is also going really
yeah.
crazy. And let's not make them wait anymore. And can we have the reveal video? I think, guys, Hannah, we can have the reveal
Yep.
video now.
Let's go. I'm hoping for a few
Yes,
favorites to
fingers
be.
crossed, guys. Fingers crossed.
Well,
All right,
that was
guys. So,
unexpected.
congratulations to those who have made to top 10, but also those who were not able to make to top 10. I don't think your game is any less than these games. You might have missed by just a point or something, because obviously I've heard that this year the competition was really, it was really tight competition. So yeah, congratulations, and you guys have time to polish your games more, and maybe in future you publish them. So, what is the jury? I want to know what does the jury think about the top 10, and also the streamers. Like, what do you guys think about the top 10? And are your favorites in the top 10? I would like
Yeah,
to
I
know
One.
the
have played
favorites.
8 of these
Yes.
games, and they are in my favorites. Wow.
Eight of
Like,
those. Oh my god, that's a huge number. You were
Well,
almost
I
like
didn't
correct.
play any one of these games, but I did play one game, that is Chess Crush.
Okay.
Chess Crush was
Well,
also
I
great.
super fun, super fun. I
Yes.
genuinely enjoyed Chess Crush. Oh, I'm
Yes. It,
pleasantly happy to see
I
a
completed all
bunch of.
25 levels.
Oh wow, well done. No, I
Yes,
mean,
Chris
I
was
went
damn good, man. I
damn good. And
remember talking to someone and telling them like what is
Hmm.
with BYOG and chess games, because I think the last year winners was also uh, winner, not one of the finalists was also, which eventually ended up winning, was a chess
Okay.
game. So
I think chess games are almost everyone loves them. Like,
yeah,
we all
Yes.
love a good puzzle sort of a
But
thing.
it was like Candy Crush, but with Chess Crush,
no, yeah, and what made it more
Ah.
fun was the two layers, right?
yeah.
One that you
Hmm.
are supposed to move like those pawns
Yes.
move, so that's a
Hmm.
great kind of layer to it.
You
And
have to
when
defeat
they
White and then.
And when they throw
Yeah.
in the blacks and the whites, right? You pick a side and then you map both the moves and then pick either I survive with the
That was
white,
actually
kill
good.
the black. So that was super fun. In fact, yeah, it is in the top five, top seven on my personal score sheet.
Same
Super
here.
thrilled. Three of my top five are there. Two of them sadly aren't so bittersweet, and but again,
Hmm.
three of them are there. So I'm super
Chess
Okay,
Crush
happy.
is
now you
actually the
can. I
first game
think
I played.
now
So
you can
Four of
reveal
my
the
top
name
five
of.
were
oh
Okay,
great.
four of
Hmm.
your top five made to the top 10 list. That's great. That's
yeah.
great. Now we can talk about the games particularly. You can name the games that you were talking about. In case of, I think you were talking about the narrative, and some were very good narrative-driven games. So
Hmm.
you can, if you can even name them now. Now that
Oh, I
we all
can.
know the top 10. Yeah.
Got it. So again, from the top 10 that I've made it, Blashit was actually my second highest rated game. I genuinely really enjoyed it. I kind of went back to the game and played it again. So shout out to the
Okay.
dev team. Play with matrices was super. I suck at math. I absolutely am pathetic at math. I was dreading playing that game, but the joy that I had when I cracked it, and I felt like I've cracked math that I couldn't do for the 30 odd years of my life. This game has enabled me to crack math, and it was just so much fun to go through those loops. But again, shout out to my top rated game, which unfortunately didn't make it. The dev team of Boombase, if they're listening, I honestly enjoyed that game. The music, zombies are one of my favorite genres, and again,
Okay.
the amalgamation of just building music, tuning sound notes out and then being able to shoot. Did any of y'all play Boom
Yeah,
Beams?
yeah.
I
Boom
genuinely
Beams.
enjoyed. That was my top
I
rated
loved it.
game.
I
I
think
enjoyed
Videep
that.
has almost played all of the games.
Yes, I was not able
Nice.
to play it. Yes.
I
And
have played
some
about
of
8
them
out of
who
these.
didn't, I would really kind of need to name some of them that didn't. Remnant
Honorable
Reboot.
mentions, maybe some honorable mentions from your side. Yeah.
Yes, Remnant Reboot was a genuine fun game that I absolutely enjoyed. Echo was fun as well. So
Yes.
just leaving back your shadow, enabling yourself and your moveset to kind of play things out. Two steps ahead was also a thinker, right? Such that
Oh
is what
my
I was
god.
talking about. When mechanics are right and when the narrative or the theme is right, you need very little aesthetically and mechanically and gameplay wise. It was so much fun where you need to constantly trace back to what you did in the previous moves. And when I realized that the afterlife connection when I made, I think I failed at it like 5 7 times till I realized, okay, I'm missing something here. And that realization and then the experience of playing the game was very, very different.
Okay.
Okay, I can
Awesome.
go on and on, Shubham.
I
Please
agree
carry.
with you on the
Yeah,
two steps
yeah.
ahead. I was playing that game yesterday for about 30 40 minutes, and I was at level 3. I had to go back to level 0, like level 1, retweak
Exactly.
my moves. Oh my god, that made me think a lot. That was crazy.
That's great how what these developers can pull off in 72 hours. I mean, they can polish
Exactly.
these games and make really really good stuff. So, Shubhang, do you have anything to add to what Sagar
Yeah.
said?
So, so my favorite or the number one was Super Vibrant. I loved it. Like I played
Okay.
that game twice from start to end. The only issue I had with that game was that for some reason it gave me motion sickness. So I wish there was an FOV slider that I could have
Okay.
used it. I even
Yes.
wrote it as a comment that please add an FOV slider. But otherwise, I think it was super polished. I think the mechanic was excellent. It kind of reminded me of like there's this game called Anti-Chamber. I don't know how many of you have played it. If you have not, buy it, play it. It's just a psychotic game altogether.
Okay.
Crazy puzzles and so on and so forth. Get it on Steam. It's available for really cheap. So
So,
it kind of reminded me of that for some reason. Even though mechanically it was a little different. Then my second was Lashet. I think Lashet probably everyone here really liked it. I thought the mechanic was absolutely amazing to play. One game that I had in my top five, which didn't make it, was this game called Re Life. RE
Yeah.
hyphen LIFE. I thought it
Hmm.
was, I think, based on addiction or something like that.
yes.
Yes.
Alcohol addiction and
Yes.
some. Not that I'm an addict or anything, but yeah, I thought some of the mechanics were
Yeah, you
based.
clarified.
Yeah.
They were real cool.
The
Yeah, I
mechanics,
second
how
you
they
on that.
blended with the whole part of how difficult it is to let go of some habit was like really really good.
Okay.
That's a
Uh,
good concept.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
So, we
I
can take
mean,
some questions from the chat if
yeah, yeah,
anyone
yeah,
wants to
let's do
ask
that.
anything. But we don't have any. Did anyone play D&D and Harry Potter? Was there any game with that name?
Dungeons and what
No,
was
Dungeons and
Dungeons
Dungeons
Dragons
and
was
and
the
Dragons and
one.
Dragons.
Harry Potter?
There were actually two
Okay.
games called Dungeons and Dragons. They were like
Okay.
Dungeons
one was
and
like a
Ladders,
2D
Ladders,
game and other one was like a
3D.
3D game.
Okay.
वो
Dude,
बड़ा तगड़ा लगा था मुझे.
that would have also caused the rage quit moment because the aiming was so off. It
Yes.
was almost like 45 degrees or 90 degrees
Hmm.
off. I like, what? I'm
So,
clicking here,
was it
it's shooting here.
So, there's a question. What was the most unique or bizarre concept from all the games you guys have played? Unique or bizarre? Was there
Unique,
anything?
bizarre.
Unique was, I
I,
think, that alcohol addiction thing was unique for me, that from what I've heard.
Actually, there's a game called RE Genesis. We have to
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah,
change the situation to building and then shooting. You have to think hard how where
Yeah,
to
I saw
place the
you playing
objects.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
that game was really great.
All
yeah,
right.
Spud Apocalypse also, right? And even Beat Gnome for that matter. The card
Beat
and the
me.
Both of
running
those games
bit
are.
was also fun to play. And yeah,
Hmm.
you're farming and you're shooting in Spud Apocalypse. So that was also a
There's
fun
also a
experience.
game. There's
There's
I
also a
also a
just
game
game
called
Deck
remembered I
Runners.
Deck Runners. Yes.
Yeah.
Bhai,
You
Um,
that
race with the cards. Yeah, yeah, like the card
correct.
moves with the
But
card.
Deck runners was
Yes.
fun, guys. I think someone's asked as well. The only, I think I've left a remark as well. The only kind of small issue I had was when you refresh your set of cards,
Hmm.
you don't know what you're getting next.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
that just, I mean, that's very little control you can have over that. So even if you're having a great run, I think a little more control over that, maybe research arrives at it, or maybe a little use of
But
AI, probably depending on where the map is and how far a particular player has gone into the run. But again, I kept dying because I just didn't have the right card in the deck to play.
I think there should be a like separation in cards. One will only get power, then other three will only spawn the direction cards. That type.
Yeah, direction cards were primarily. I think I've written
Hmm.
it on the review as well. And again, sorry, I think you asked me the narrative one. If the guys
Hmm.
who've built No Stone Unturned here, I
Oh yeah.
really want to continue that chapter and know what happens when I get ahead. They left it
All
at
right.
such a nice cliffhanger. Would love to know what happens further.
I exist.
Hmm.
No Stone Unturned.
No stone
No stone
unturned.
unturned.
Nice.
All right,
There
guys.
was
So
one funny moment.
congratulations to the winners. No, you can continue with
Okay.
Vidhi. Sorry, sorry. I'm
So
sorry.
there was a very funny moment. Thanks for that. So I was streaming one day around lunch, right?
Okay.
And the stream went about 2 hours plus, and I was like, okay, I was super hungry. And then
Mhm.
there is this game that was supposed to be the last game for that stream, which is called Chef's Mate. Oh, the assets. The assets on that were like so tasty. It's a mix of Penguin Diner and chess,
Oh wow.
and the textures and the assets were so amazing that I was actually feeling hungry while I was playing or streaming.
That's nice. Just
It's
before the
crazy.
lunch.
Just
Just
before
to
the
elevate
lunch.
just to elevate your hunger. Okay. All right, guys. So congratulations to the winners and shout out to the BYOG team and special thanks to our jury to pull off such a humongous task in such short notice. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Videep. Thank you, Street Side. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Shubhank and Sagar.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Again,
guys.
shout out to the team. Super well done. Equally surprised as the streamers right now. Pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Looking forward to meeting. If all those devs are there, please
Yeah.
look out for me at IGDC. Would love to chat.
Yes,
Yeah, same
guys.
here. I'll be there at IGDC. So if you guys run into me, please introduce
And
yourself. And
introduce
I'll be
yourself with
happy
the
to give
game.
you feedback if you guys will. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, guys, the streamers are going to be playing the top 10 games now. From today, you guys are going to be playing top 10 games on your respective streams.
Yes, indeed.
Also,
Yes.
and the Popular Choice Award voting line is also open. You can also vote for your favorite game. So, yeah. And there is a campfire event of BYOG 2025. So, for that, you can join Discord server of Gamedev.in. That's a great networking opportunity for you guys. And see you guys at IGDC Awards. And also subscribe to Sushbi Lazy. I'm also a variety streamer if I haven't mentioned it already. Subscribe to Sushbi Lazy, guys, and subscribe to GameDev.in and join the Discord server. And bye bye, guys. Thank you for joining in, and congratulations to the winners.